Hi there everyone. Hi. So great I was asked to make a video for this special little thing that you guys are doing, the roast of Mr. C. Here in England we're not really that familiar with the concept of a roast. I mean, we're so polite, the whole thing's a little bit weird to me. What you guys all get together and decide that you're gonna take the piss out of someone so hard that they're gonna start crying. I mean, it's a little bit weird to me, the concept's very strange, but you know, I'm gonna go ahead and give it a shot. So what, we gotta be mean to this guy, we've gotta try and be funny. I mean, you know, I'm not really good at being mean to anyone, but you know, I'll give it a shot. I've got a couple of jokes written down on this piece of paper, and let's see here. Chris Nelson loves the ladies. He's a real Don Juan. Yes, that's right. The ladies Don Juan nothing to do with him. I'm not even in the room and I can tell that one died on its ass. Okay, how's that? You see, there's bollocks to that list. I'm just going to try something a little bit more off the cuff, and it is a little bit weird to me, this, because I mean, I'm supposed to insult all of you and make fun of all of you, but the thing is, I don't really know you that well, so I'm just going to have to go by what I know from your Facebook pages. Let's start with our glamorous co-host, Kentaro Roy. You're a real fun guy, Kentaro Roy. When I'm having a great day, nothing makes it better than to see your Facebook statuses about how crappy the Democrats are. I mean, has there ever been a bigger Republican than Kentaro Roy? I found a Kentaro Roy is Too Republican Facebook group that was started by Sean Hannity and Bill O'Reilly. And Zach Allen, our other little co-host, he's such a terrible gambler. He's probably bet $100 that this video is going to be funny. It's okay for me to take the piss out of myself, right? Zach Allen loves poker, but he's a terrible poker player. He's dropped more chips than Michael J. Fox at a KFC. We call fries chips in England. You see, that's the joke. Ben Crinkey's here, one of Chris's lifelong friends. I'm not sure how well you guys know Ben Crinkey, but what's important to remember about him is that he loves basketball and the lifestyle that goes with it. But the problem is that Ben Crinkey is just about the whitest person I've ever met in my entire life. And that list includes me. Nick Allen, little Franklin's here. Give me a wave, Nick Allen. Yeah, that's it. See, the fact that you're waving back probably shows you're not quite above high school education just yet. Nick Allen loves to paint himself as a sort of, am I getting this right, anarchist capitalist who hates the establishment and the status quo. But Nick, don't let that stop you from buying Pokemon cards! Yay! Which brings us to our little guest of honor, Chris Nelson. God bless Chris Nelson, one of my lifelong friends, one of the best guys I've ever known in my entire life. Chris is obviously, he's obsessed with cars, as you both know, and movies about cars. In fact, I heard he even named his testicles Herbie and Christine. Obviously, one of them's a devilish, impish little love bug, and the other one is possessed by Satan. And Chris Nelson, bless him, I mean, he really cannot handle his alcohol. That's all, he just can't handle his alcohol. He handles alcohol about as well as Heath Ledger handles Advil. I mean, that was cool, right? I mean, a Heath Ledger joke, I mean, you know, we find it pretty funny over here. We weren't that emotionally attached to him, and we like slightly spicier humour. I mean, you guys found that funny, right? And Chris Nelson, I mean, he's just terrible with women. He's so bad that even his own mother gave him a fake number. Chris is also, he is really fascinated with the Titanic. He used to be really obsessed with it. Here's a funny story. When we were kids, he used to believe that he was the reincarnation of a man who had died in the sinking of the Titanic. I really don't have a joke about that. I really think that story speaks for itself. Right now, I'm guessing that all you American women, all you American girls in the room, you're probably going weak at the knees at my really cute English accent. And if you're not, just bear with me a second. I swear there's a joke coming. But it will surprise you greatly to learn that in England, I'm really not considered that attractive at all. I mean, if you imagine Larry the Cable Guy walking into a Democratic convention, that's me going into an English bar. Alright, so now Chris has been roasted and all the people in the room that I know well enough to roast have been roasted, and now here's the part where I'm supposed to say something sentimental, right? Well, we English, we stifle in our feelings, we don't really make them that well known. So, here goes nothing. You are a great guy, Chris. Really, honestly, I'm honoured and privileged to call you a friend, and I was delighted to have been asked to make this video, and truly honoured. So thank you, Zach, for that. You're honourable, you're loyal, and you're honest, and you're an absolute pleasure to be around. You know, there's never a dull moment with you. And this whole thing that's happening now shows how much people think of you, and try not to ever lose sight of that, because you know, you're a dear friend to us all. It might interest you to know, some of you may know this, Chris knows this, I think Kantara knows this, Ben knows this, others might not, that I'm actually spending this summer working at a camp in Pennsylvania, and I've got a few weeks afterwards before my visa runs out and I need to come home. So keep your diaries free for the end of August, because I'm going to be paying a visit. That was me leaving a pause, because I'm assuming that at this moment you're all clapping and cheering. So yeah, Chris, I'm sure you're having the time of your life. I hope you enjoy the rest of the night, and I'll see you all at the end of August. Okay, bye. Ugh. You know, you Americans and your silly little traditions, I swear